3 on the way, nigga. Trapping ain't dead. These niggas just scared. Trying to come up, the opposite of things. Don't be in the bed, nigga. I'ma do me. They coming right back. I'm gonna need another free. One nigga who we 17 times, and they know short it down. Think about bitch ass, let me know. Say go, shorty, go. This bitch come back and I'ma clear. No bitch, I ain't even caring if I ain't something. The cartel, nigga, meet your connect. What up, everybody? You never seen lights in these folks, and they're on the pair posts. Oh man, these little social media outlets gonna get me for playing this music. Good. Well, yeah, it's about 12, maybe for some of y'all. Good morning. Good late evening for some of you others. I decided to come on here and chat a little bit. I hadn't been on. I guess I've been in my feelings. I can often be a bit of an emotional, sensitive type of fella when I'm faced with certain challenges and obstacles in my life per se. But I'm not necessarily here to talk about me today. I guess there's plenty of topics I could probably talk about, but I really, since I said I need to turn this down a little bit more, since I'm talking about music, today, now Vultures. I don't know if any of you all have heard Vultures. One, Kanye West released an album a couple of weeks ago called Vultures. And along with that, he also made all his items, his merchandise on his website available for $20 a piece. All right, he did that. So now Vultures is actually supposed to be a trilogy. It's supposed to be 3 albums of material, new Kanye West material. With I imagine just about anybody might pop up on those albums. I guess if they're, some people get. Kanye says some controversial things, and maybe some of these artists might be trepidatious with working with Kanye, but some other artists are not so much. So, Vultures 2. We have Vultures 1, they took a couple of songs off Vultures 1, but we have Vultures 1. And since the man said he's gonna have 3 albums, everybody, folks get tired of stuff. The short attention span of the consumer today. We have a short attention span. Admittedly, I listened to Vultures 1 quite a few times, but I'm ready for Vultures 2 too. Especially after I heard the little song. Not the little song, the song that he had at the listening party got Future on it. I like Future's music a whole lot. So today I'm going down to Instagram and I see a post because I follow these pages that and I kind of think that maybe they might be marketing promotion pages for Kanye, but either they might have some degrees of separation from Kanye himself. There was a post up there and it said that Kanye was entertained. I mean, it iterated to the fact that Kanye was planning on selling his album directly because he had read of another artist had made a complaint about streaming, where he said that with the streaming, artists don't really get paid. And like right now in Congress, there's a bill that's being passed around where artists can get paid, like 0.03 of a cent or something like that for each stream they get. And I mean, I imagine you had to get a whole lot of streams to just get $1, let alone, what you would expect to get from selling your album if you received an advance of some sort, or and then it's the fact that these that not everyone is able to sell venues. There some Busta Rhymes, he recently canceled his concert tour. I don't know whether it was in regards to tickets, but it seems that unless you're like a hot top tier act such as a Beyonce or Taylor Swift, and I mean even the Kanye West, he pulls he pulls numbers, and considering that he's putting out new music, um, he'll be able to pull in arenas. We'll see when they have there's something that they have out in California. I don't know, is it the roll? It's the Roll Aloud. The Roll Aloud is coming up, so that's supposed to be popular. So we'll see what the crowd response is to Kanye West music being. But let's get back to the point where I'm speaking on how he said that he was going to release his record directly, by way of this YZY website. I'm going to read. I don't know whether some of y'all have heard the story before or not, but I'm going to go through some of the text. I keep on saying look, some of the text that was passed around earlier today. Okay. And it says, and then it's the website, the Instagram page. I don't know if y'all see my Ye post. Oh girl. But yeah, this is what it is. So I'm gonna read it. Vultures 2 selling on YZY.com. And this message comes from somebody that's titled SPLY. I guess that's supply YZY, supply Yeezy. We're gonna sell it on YZY.com for $20 an album. Did you see what James Blake said about streaming? Now, James Blake, he's a white artist, and I guess he's from England or Europe or somewhere, and he was talking about how artists don't really get paid for their streams. You only get like a small portion of money, and for them to make music and put their time and their effort and energy into it, it seems as if they're getting robbed. I mean, I guess that if you're signed to a label is probably giving you some type of money in advance in order for you to produce. And the label is going to find some way to get the money back. I'm sure that they get the fee from the streaming networks that are supposed to come from, and I guess that comes from just whatever interest the label might have with all the artists. Period. They don't necessarily would do an individual deal with a James Blake or a Kanye West. Whatever artist they have on their label, they make an agreement with that whatever streaming platform. If you play our artist, you're gonna have to pay us a certain fee per month or fee per, what have you. So Yeezy said we're gonna sell it for $20 a pop on YZY.com. And some of this, I guess this is one of the support pages. I don't know who this person is, but he says, I don't know, Ye. People are going to pirate the album first. Honestly, I think getting to more people possibly is only possible with the streaming service. The aim of a man of God is to reach the most people as you can. Share your message. Amen. Now I'm going to read that again because I kind of fluttered over it. But the last part, I mean, I'm sure you heard the last part. He told the man who responded, Kanye said, I'm trying to sell my album. Whoever over this message box, they said we're gonna sell the album for $20 a piece on YZY.com. We sell all the clothes, we sold the shoes on there for $20 a pop. So what's the problem? I got the album right here. We got the problem with streaming services. Streaming services ain't paying us. I'm an independent artist. I'm not signed to a label. I can sell my work directly to the people by way of my platform. Stay with me here. So the guy says, honestly, getting to more people possible is only possible with the streaming services. The aim of a man of God is to reach as most people as you can. Share your message. Amen. and the whoever's over the supply, the YZY account, they respond. This is about what James Blake was talking about. You hear me saying you need vultures, but the streaming companies have made it where you don't have had to value us as artists. I have a platform where you can buy the album for $20. Then you bring God into it. So the man he comes off saying, well, if you try to do it like that, they're gonna pirate. The streaming services is the way to go. So them go to the next page. Got it, yay. You and Blake are right about it, but you say but, it kind of, whatever you said before that, but it disqualified by what comes after the but, because what comes after the but is what is attempting to be communicated to you, and it's what the idea, pressure, pull, or stance that this person is on. So they say once again, you and Blake are right about it, but it's not Spotify, it's not Apple. Bucket. People give value of an artist, not the majors, not platforms. But people wanted to be in streaming. They gave you love from Vultures 1. Love value is something more than charts. Fuck the charts, spread the message. And then he posted a survey that he made where between yes and no, whether they want to release on this platform on YZY.com, or whether they just want to go to the streaming platform. So 85% said the streaming platform, 15% said sell it directly on your site. And they wrote, that's what we're trying to say with all the respect. So that's what he asked, what does Ty think about it? So I mean, I don't know who this person is that's having this discussion with the YZY account, but I mean, you would kind of think that they're veering either they must be pro for the streaming sites. You would think so, but I guess they must be pretty much pro, not necessarily having Kanye West make the money that he wants to make off his album. So the account responds: the people bought an iPhone. The people purchase subscriptions to streaming platforms. You don't buy an iPhone from just love. The album isn't made from just love. There is no respect. And then a person responds, we know, Jay, we do agree with you. We're just talking from the people, not normal people, your fans. Now, this person, this one singular account, is representative of this black artist's fans. I mean, I hate to bring race into it. I bring race into it, but Kanye, you got a white girl who is still a nigga, so I'm gonna bring race into it. I mean, they just playing the dumb nigga. You supposed to do it for the love. And let's see. There's a response. Then I go to the next phase. It's like I have 20 million Instagram followers. 5% is a million. We're discussing our own subscription service. When you say consider a deal with your fans, what you're thinking, what are you thinking? I'm listening. Also know this isn't about making money for me. It's about changing the game. And we asked now the community on IG and X, and they think, and their opinion is, we'll see together right away, blah, blah, blah. They still want to stream this shit. So what I'm really trying to get you right here in regards to this, like, okay, the man has pretty much established when the industry kind of left him alone. The industry has said, Kanye's bad for business. He's canceled. He talked about them people is over for Kanye. They took his money. They knocked him down from billionaire status to upper millionaire status. Oh, poor Kanye. So Kanye continues to make music. He continues, he deals with his divorce and his custody of his children, and being in the public eye, whatever struggles he's going through in the public eye, whether it's some prefabricated dramatic shit or whether it's just actual shit. I guess in some cases you can see the man going through actual pain when dealing with the situation after the divorce with Kim, and you know, with his kids. The man love his kids. I imagine. I would hope he love his kids. You know, shout out to DL Hughley. But that's another topic. Let me stick to what I'm sticking to. So he decides I'm gonna sell my shit directly to the people. I proven after the Super Bowl when I made my clothes $20 a piece, I made my shoes $20 a piece. Damn near crashed my website. I got them the people that he see as fans. Whoever this is that's going back and forth with him saying that go ahead and throw it on on streaming application where you know you making absolutely pretty much nothing. As opposed to you said, let me see what if I can try to sell this shit directly as an independent artist from my site, see what I can do there. Because when you think about it, I mean, every artist doesn't have this type of capability. I mean, you know, as many as saturated as the game is, just about everybody in the mammy is rapping. As long as you can have access to a beat making computer program and a microphone, or even just have access to the old studio equipment, the MPC and all that good keyboards, guitar, whatever you want to get it and make your music. Even if you have access to all that, uh, being able to say, well, I've decided I'm not going to go with streaming networks. I'm going to sell my album directly. A rookie's not necessarily going to be able to do that. And some, you know, somewhat veterans are not going to necessarily be able to do that, especially if you know, they don't necessarily. Let's say, for example, Nelly. Nelly say, "I'm gonna do it." But Nelly different. Nelly a diamond. I'm trying to think of a good artist that that's been sitting down for a while and say, "Well, I'm just gonna sell my album. You can't hear my music any other way unless you buy my album." I don't want to throw Jadakiss in there, but understand what I'm talking about when I say this. Other artists, Kanye can do this. But other artists ain't good. Other artists are going to have to. I shouldn't say have to. Will pretty much have to lean toward the streaming networks because streaming networks is what get their songs out. It's a distribution channel. If you have a Spotify, YouTube, I choose Tidal, whatever Apple, iTunes. They have a model where they're able to distribute whatever music that they have on their platform out to various areas all around the world per se. So how can you how could it, with a new artist or a rookie artist or an artist that's been cold for a little while, you know, an artist that's not necessarily, as they say, relevant in the game, be able to do that? Right now, Kanye West has leverage to do something like that. So even if it does fail, which you are not going to predict that the man gonna fail, uh, whatever he does, shit is going to send a resounding message to those streaming platforms and even those labels. Because the label, I don't know what the purpose is. You know, people talk about I got signed by this and that label. I really don't necessarily know. Uh, Well, I mean, for the constructive benefit, I guess that's why they try and take down TikTok, because TikTok was a hell of a distribution outlet. You know, because the way with TikTok set up, you know, like I may make these videos right here, and I get a handful of views. But if I make a video on TikTok and upload, I can't go live on TikTok or StreamYard TikTok. But if I go live, if I make a video on TikTok, you know, I get 200. Here I get maybe the tens or whatever, and I like to think that I'm talking about things that are relevant and things that might be informative, and that I'm doing it in a somewhat charismatic fashion. But the man has an opportunity. He hot right now. He's you know he's pretty much uh well he did get the Vultures number volume one was number one top of the charts. And much to the dismay of some platforms like Apple, has been proven and been working against promoting, and that goes back to what I was saying before, how these platforms are distribution channels for these artists. If they don't advertise your music or suggest your music, and people don't necessarily have access to go, let me just click on this and listen to it, then you pretty much short. But since Kanye's in motherfuckers' mouth, Kanye name in people's mouth, and they don't. There were those who didn't believe he could do it, and nigga came out once again. Let me talk my shit again. He did it again. Uh, Even if you don't like, he said slavery is a choice. He also explained why he said slavery is a choice, but people remember what they remember. He wore the Trump hat. Yeah. I don't understand. I really don't understand why. Well, I guess I do. My people, we tend to lean forward to the superficial and the way things make us feel, as opposed to look beyond the veil of what might be uh, perceived as logical or economically feasible or rational. Responsible type of form of thinking is just all about how it makes us feel or what it looks like to us. It's all about appearances. It don't look right. So I'm going on. Let me make up a story in my mind and see what's going on. But let me not get off what I'm talking about. I say, and I ain't necessarily, but just for the sake of he got him a non-black wife, but he's still a nigga. He's still a black man. He's in the name of supporting black business, and even in the name of just saying, well, shoot, he trying to do something in the effort to stick it to the man. While he's sticking to the man, never that big respect to Kanye West. He got opportunity to stick it to the man. That's worth a dub for me, yay. I cast a dub in on. I like to see a nigga win, man. I'm constantly the cheer, man. I'm constantly the nigga that's being the support, pushing niggas forward. One of these days somebody might push me forward, but hey, even if they don't, it's all about what a man don't work, a man don't eat. A man ain't loved until he gone. But hey, a man got to do what he got to do. So with that being said, I'm just saying wondering what y'all think about it, man. Kanye West said he gonna sell this album $20 a pop. And like even when it was the last time I remember CD used to be in the store, them up was like $15, $16. So, $20 in 2024 consider shrinkflation. Man, I'm telling you, man, just off the topic. I don't know if y'all remember 25. I'm an older nigga, man. But y'all, I don't know if y'all remember 25 cent Little Debbie's, man. And 25 cent Little Debbie's, they'd be kind of like, you talking about the fudge round, the oatmeal cream pie, shit like that. They'd be Star Crunches or whatever. They have a nice little size to them. I bought a fudge round and an oatmeal cake, man. And that motherfucker looks slightly bigger than the ones that come in the, how they have them in the box. It was about like, man, it's about like this, man. And it's for $1. I don't want to talk politics. I ain't want to talk economy. I don't want to talk how good the economy's supposed to be and this, that, and the third, according to the current administration. But a good economical decision would be if you're an independent artist and you own your music and you paid to put that album together, a future feature. Megan Thee Stallion paid Future $1 million to be on the feature allegedly. So Jay got Future on his album. Y'all can't get that nigga $20 for the Future to go on to put on the Future feature. Then, and not to mention that nigga Ty Dolla $ign, I'm sure that this has been one of the most successful runs that Ty Dolla $ign has experienced throughout his whole entire career. What does Ty think about it? Ty don't make the decisions on that. And that's how them people do. They try to separate you from the nigga that you think is right next to your partner. They get in between you and your partner, and well, you talk to him, it doesn't make sense. He's being irrational. He's being stubborn and difficult. And that's my motherfucking nigga. You supposed to be my nigga. Don't what the fuck you listening to them for? This is the decision that I made. And whatever they didn't try to tell you, should be able to come directly back to me. I guess that goes back to the days of the Rockefeller. That's how they broke up Rockefeller, the Rockefeller clique. Peace and love, y'all, man. I just came on here to fuck with y'all in the name of content creation. But what do y'all think, man? Perhaps comment either on my YouTube channel or comment on my Facebook page, and let me know what you think about because I can't see no comments right now on YouTube. I can't see no comments nowhere on here. Um, let me know what you think about Kanye West selling his album directly to the fans by way of his platform versus going directly to the streaming platform to put his album out. I mean, if you don't like it, you ain't gonna spend $20 for it. If you're not curious enough to listen to it, you're not gonna spend the $20 for it. It's easier for you to access the album by way of streaming service. Absolutely. But I mean, I told the one guy that they talk. There was people in the talking about it'd be inconvenient to try to put this on my Spotify pop playlist, and you know what if you buy it? And somebody made a comment. This is what the comment I got. It said, well, what if I buy it and it come out as mid? I said, well, welcome to buying music before the streaming era. People would go to the store and buy a whole album. I know I'm for certain. I bought several whack albums that I thought should be fresh from the display. It's a gamble that you take. That was part of the enjoyment of music, the discovery. Now in an era of the streaming, all you have to do is just scan the internet, but which is a beautiful thing. But if they ain't making no money, they got a right to. I guess they're gonna start making AI playlists on them Spotify, them platforms like they gonna make up some robot artists, motherfuckers and shit. Peace and love. Let me get off here, y'all. Y'all not following me. Y'all, I'm shadow banned forever, man. They can't let a nigga like me talk to y'all, and especially if y'all get to respond and ask me real questions. And I really start saying the Dexter's laboratory type shit to be in my brain already. Peace and love, man.